Hi all, John Griffith here to talk to you a little bit about the amplified warming in a changing Arctic puzzle piece, specifically how to play with the data that's included in this puzzle piece. Like all puzzle pieces, we've got this explore the data table at the top, give you some context about phenomena and what you can expect in terms of the data and big science ideas, some questions to consider when you play with the data, and then the CODAP interactive tool that you can manipulate and play with these data sets directly in the window on the screen. You can see it's quite small, and so we've got this expand to full, take up the full window here. I'm going to click that and move these data tables around, click and drag, move the about the data table, about the data text that describes the different variables. I want to look at the data table in a little bit more detail here. And so we're looking at data directly from the Arctic over a 2000 to 2021 time period. Hard to see what's going on here, so I'm going to expand these global temperature anomalies, Arctic temperature anomalies. What do we have here? Arctic sea ice extent and Arctic albedo. So we can look at how trends in temperature, sea ice, albedo over time for the Arctic. We can look at how these variables may or may not correlate with one another by dragging and dropping the variables directly from the table over into these graphs. So I've already got Arctic temperature anomaly in this graph here shows up. And I can look at how Arctic temperatures have changed over time. So I'm going to drag and drop year over here. You can see already, it looks like we've got this increasing trend here. I'm going to connect the lines by selecting this ruler. So I can look at how Arctic temperatures have changed over time. You can see this clear increase over the 2000 to 21 time period. Kind of a fun thing I just learned. So we've got Arctic temperature anomalies, and we can compare Arctic and global temperature anomalies. I'm going to pull these temperatures over to a secondary y-axis. And you can see that Arctic and global temperatures are increasing over time. If you look at the scales by very different amounts, global temperatures, the anomaly increasing by 0.2 to 1 degree Celsius. In the Arctic, we're talking on the order of 1 to 3.5, 4 degrees Celsius over this same time period. So about 4 times faster. I'm going to remove this global temperature anomaly from the secondary Y. I clicked on it and remove global temperature anomaly. I'm going to deselect the connecting lines. Look at Arctic temperature anomaly against sea ice extent. So I'm going to just drag it right over the year, get rid of the year, and we can see how temperatures and sea ice, the relationship. So it looks like when it's a little bit colder, got more sea ice, and when it's warmer, we've got less sea ice. We can click on that ruler again and add a least squared regression line, a trend line here, and get an R squared value. I can create more graphs. I can look at how temperature, Arctic temperatures, the relationship between Arctic temperatures and albedo, or albedo and sea ice. So lots of different ways to play with these data, creating line graphs or scatter plots to explore trends over time or correlations between different variables. So lots to do here. I hope you enjoy playing around with these data.